It's Lokmat Time, this time for the ladies. Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. We're a YouTube channel on the web at smartwatchticks.com. Lokmat is a watch company that makes watches and wholesales them and retails them. And well, today we're featuring the Lokmat Time personal store and some of the products they've got. This one for the ladies is really sweet. Gold, silver, black. Let's take a look at it, see what it is. It's called the Lokmat Time Luxurious 2020 Smartwatch for Women. Okay, full round display. This is fun. Bluetooth 5.0, so low power, and it won't drain your phone either with it's tethered to it. It's got a metal wristband to it and a really good price. Check the show notes and we'll see if we have a coupon discount for you. From the Lokmat Time AliExpress store, it's available. And inside of it, in addition to all the other features, it is designed for the ladies. So it has the whole cycle tracking stuff. And you normally don't see this much detail. So I wanted to just print this out and show you all of the aspects of what it will do in case that's something of interest to you. Now, let's get into it. Fashionable design for women. It's 24 hours of continuous detection of heart rate, blood pressure monitoring, blood oxygen, and sleep monitor built into this one. And like we said, the female physiological period predict is built into it as well. It's a 1.1-inch full screen 240 by 240 display, full touch, 160 milliamp hour battery, should give it a few days of life. You've got all kinds of apps in here, alarm clock, sedentary reminders, power saving screen, you twist your wrist to see the time is built into it, exercise, real-time heart rate detection with a continuous heart rate monitor, and all the different languages you see on the bottom supported. There's Arabic. I guess somebody keeps asking me if Arabic is supported. It is! Ta-da! Okay, let's dig deeper into the box. And we have a user's manual and a charging dock, a little round charging dock here. And it looks like, with 2 pins on it, that you just simply slide the watch in. There's the pins there. And, yep, it's magnetic, so it just lines up and it hooks on. Now, the band is magnetic too, so you're going to have kind of fun with this one. But I figure if you pick it up, you put it on, and then you set it down on your nightstand, you should be okay. It's just going to be kind of stuck to it in the morning. But you simply plug it in a USB port and charge it up. The user's manual is a fold-out thing in a variety of languages. English is up at the top here. Notice for use and operational diagram comes first, followed by the app for tethering, the QR code. It's called the FitCloudPro, and that's what you want to install on your phone. You can scan the QR code right here from YouTube, or you can click on the link in the show notes below this video. That'll take you to the Google Play Store and you can download it, okay? Then you've got function introduction and different functions that you can do on the watch with color pictures explaining them. Nice. And finally, some precautions for you as well. Okay, other languages on the other side, so it's definitely a universal international device. What we're going to do, of course, as we do on all of these, is charge it up and turn it on. There's a tiny little tab here to pull off the cover. Yeah, so I'll get it ready for you and we'll run through it. Here we go, all charged up. Looks really attractive. Of course, it's too small for my arm, in my opinion. It's a design for a lady's watch, and the watch faces themselves are typically a female design. We got a lot of different things to show you. I could slide down and get to this circle, where in the center we have the QR code that you can scan right off of your YouTube to give you a link over to the Tethering app, or click on the show notes down below. It'll take you to the Google Play Store. Looks like it's kind of washed out on the screen. It's really, really bright. So I'm going to come in here to brightness and turn it all the way down. But just to show you, you can get it really, really bright. It's completely washing everything out there. So let's go down all the way to the lowest brightness. and come back over to this circle. We've got a few different things. There's the actual brightness command there, which I could have gotten to without going through system. Here's your basic information for tethering and what to look for when you Bluetooth tether. There's a do not disturb mode. You can put it into right away, instantly. I mean, it's got a lot of different... oh, that's the find the phone thing. Okay, you can stop now. And then what have we got here? This is your twist the wrist to see the time. So all of those features are here, and you can scroll back over to your watch face that way, not that way, or back up that way. Okay, that's the scroll down. Scroll to the left now. Takes you to a variety of different things related to your sporting activities and the data that you've collected. In here is the overall daily step count, calories burned type of information. Here's your different sports, walking, running, and hiking. And I'm pretty sure if I'm back on here, if I press that button, I get to the same place. If you press it again, it picks one of them and just begins your timing and everything and all of the information it's collecting. So we're going to end that. That's a handy feature. Your bottom button is instantly taking you to your overall sporting section. But from here, you have all these different sports, including yoga, that you can actually do right on the watch. Here's your heart rate. It's going to give you your active heart rate. You can also get to this from another screen. Showed you your last one, and it starts all over to compute it again. Go up, and we've got last night's sleep time, which is right here. Go up some more. Here's your overall blood pressure reading. It'll calculate for you systolic over diastolic. And again, we're not testing the accuracy of all of these. The best thing for you to do is, if you're interested, get one of these watches with these capabilities in it, test it in your own body, measure it against a calibrated cuff in this case, or heart rate meter, and find out what the difference is and whether it's accurate or not. Here's blood oxygen, same kind of thing. It's turning the little diodes on in the back. This one just uses green diodes, and if you've watched our reviews before, you know that in particular blood oxygen works better if it has red diodes, but that's on a much more sophisticated watch. This one is a basic entry-level ladies' watch that does fitness, that does health, that does period tracking, and it's all in pink. So, you know, it's kind of in that middle zone of everything that you can do. Here is the... wow, where are we? All right, this is the most sophisticated menstrual cycle reporting I've ever seen in a watch. When we tap onto that one, it's showing your pregnancy rate percentage for this particular day. You can enter this from a family planning perspective to either try to get pregnant or try not to, and just your overall cycle so you're aware where you are. Very, very sophisticated. There is a remote music player on here, and we all know how that works. A stopwatch. What is that? Your messages pushed from your phone if you have any waiting for you. Find your phone. We just got into that one. And settings. So a lot of the things that we saw from here are also available through here. Wow, where are we? Okay, we went back into settings. And from settings, then, we've got this overall brightness area where you can change your watch face to one of several different ones. I'll just show you quickly the thumbnails of them all. Okay, that's it. Most of them are really bright. There's a couple of digital ones. And let's land on this analog one because we showed you that digital one here. And that's what this one looks like on the watch. And again, this is at the lowest brightness, so it can get really, really bright. What else in settings? From in here, we have the brightness control. You have the timing for how long the screen will stay on, from as low as 5 seconds to 9 seconds. I've been keeping it long for the reviews. And the twist your wrist to show the time. How long do you want it to be on when you twist the wrist? So I'm going to change it up to 6 seconds. The longer it is, the more battery it's going to use, of course. But all those capabilities are in here. When you get in here, you have two different styles. This is the line style, and you have this thing called a smart style, which is the Apple way of doing these things. Personally, I find that pretty busy. I'm not even sure where we were. We were in settings, but you can do this. Oh, no, that's about shutting down. I don't want to shut down. That must be settings there. Anyway, all your apps can be on the screen. I'll be back after I figure out how to get back where I was. There, I switched back to list style so we can go through them all. And here's your vibration intensity, which you can have 0 for none up to level 3. A lot of really nice details on this one. This is the menu style we did. You've got languages that you can change, and here's a variety of languages. Do I need it a little bit brighter? Looks like it. Brightness, I'm going to raise it just a little. Is that all right? When we get down into the words, it gets kind of small. And we were at language. Okay, now it's a little bit more visible. These are the different languages that are supported in this watch. So it is a very universal watch. Very impressed with this. For a relatively inexpensive women's watch, we haven't seen a lot of work in the women's watch area to go to this level of detail. There's that QR code and system again, and that gets us back out of settings, and we had all that other stuff. When you go this direction, again, it's too bright, you get the panel that we saw, which is your step count basic information. One more, you go to your heart rate. One more, you go to last night's sleep time, and that's it. So you get these 4 different panels here with the heart, or with the time right there. And then swiping up gets you into your notifications. So that's about the watch. It's this Milanese, is that how you pronounce it, type band. From my hand, I literally have to take it off completely to get it out, because it is designed for a lady's hand. Because it's magnetic, the whole thing can just cozy up like that if you want to. And there you got yourself your little watch on a stand. Let's take a look at the app. Again, the link in the show notes will take you right there, or you can go under FitCloudPro in the Google Play Store. And I wanted to show you there's a Pro and there's a regular. Don't use the regular. I tried it. It won't tether. But with the FitCloudPro, you can tether. And when you get into it, you will find you're on your main home page here. Syncs the data once, of course, you've been connected to the watch. And you have your basic step count, which I don't have much for today. I did use this yesterday quite a bit and got all kinds of things last night. Sleep time for the night before. And I thought I was going to review it yesterday to show you all that. But unfortunately, had to wait a day, so I don't have any readings here for sleep time, for example, for you. But it's in here because it transfers it over. The cool thing is, beyond the standard step count stuff, you get into some of the other details here, and you can do live updates on these. There's that women's health category I was talking about, and when you dive into the calendar and the other aspects of this, I mean, if you can get into this in the app alone, if you're female, you might want to just get this app. It's free, just for this purpose, because you can set the date, any date. Now it's not pairing. It does have a problem of dropping in and out of Bluetooth tethering. But fortunately, all you need it for is to transfer the data, because most everything you do directly on the watch. Anyway, you can get into this stuff. You can have it notify you about the start of menstruation and most recent one and where you are in the cycle. And like it showed you at that beginning page, your percentage security period pregnancy rate percentage on each day. Here's last night's sleep time, and when you get into that, it shows you your information for last night. And let's see if I can go back. Today, week, there's yesterday. Okay, it's bringing it up. It wasn't much. Had a challenging night that night, total 4 hours, and it breaks it up into awake and deep and light sleep. So you can get to all of that kind of information. Your overall heart rate, highest, lowest, and average, all broken down by average on each day. And it's still attempting to connect. And then here's your graph that you get for this. So really good, sophisticated information available in each of these different categories. Blood pressure, similar kind of stuff. You've got your readings in here. You can start one when you're tethered and it's working directly from the app. And blood oxygen and the information that's in here. And again, you can go into a specific day, it looks like, and get the overall graph, which I can't really change, but you got the information, highest, lowest, and average, and some details about it. Okay, rough overview of the app. When you hit health measurement, if it's paired, really don't know why it's not pairing right now, but it's not, and therefore you get to see how this thing really works. If it were paired, I could hit health measurement, and it would go through, and it will calculate all of this stuff live right on the spot. Your heart rate, blood pressure, and blood oxygen simultaneously on the watch with the green diode while it's on your body. I don't know, did it reconnect all of a sudden? Yeah, it's okay. It's pulling in heart rate and blood oxygen, and it should take a little bit longer for blood pressure, but eventually it'll get that for you. Once again, when you're talking blood pressure, it's wise to get a cuff measurement, 122/76. Get a cuff measurement and see it's changing, 128, 129. So it's live as it's doing it. Oh, and now it dropped out of sync again. Get a cuff reading and then compare your readings with that cuff reading to see how that's odd. Look at that. The blood pressure's still changing. Well, maybe it reconnected and now it's dropping because it's not. Anyway, yeah. Work with it when you get it. Tie it to the app and see what kind of numbers that you get. Okay, we've covered everything on this panel. We go to device. Here it is. Yep, now it's connected. You have all these different things. You can have a sedentary reminder alert, drink water alerts, your dial settings. By the way, there's a lot more dials available than what we just showed you on the watch. And here they are. You could go through any of these thumbnails here and supposedly transfer a dial over directly to the watch from here. Now this is going to take a while. And there we go, another new watch face. So you got all that capability, and now finally the last tab is for you. You can log in and register, but I entered as a guest. Really love these apps that you can go in as a guest and you don't have to create accounts and share your information with China directly, but can actually use the watch and the band and the app on the phone independently. But if you choose to, you can create an account. You also can go in and link this to Google Fit. So any of the workout information and everything else you're collecting on here that is transferable will go over to Google Fit, and you can track that on any of your devices. That's pretty cool. You can change your exercise goal. You can modify the units, metric or imperial, for weight and distance, for putting in your height and weight, I guess. FAQs. Here's the women's health area that you can activate. You can set it up to remind you on a variety of things, either just the menstruation or preparation for pregnancy or the overall pregnancy period. Really sophisticated. They've thought it out, definitely for the ladies. You have We Run link capability, basic settings, the account management and version updates of the app can be checked, and then suggestions are available as well. So that's the app, that's the watch, and it is available, once again, directly from the Lokmat Time store. They're selling it directly through AliExpress. Check the show notes for the link to get over there, and you can pick this puppy up. It's a really decent price for everything that the watch can do, including all of the different watch faces, the period tracking, the immediate access to all of your activities. It's just all in all a nice device. You can get it in black, I believe, silver, gold. You have the Milanese automatically adjusting band to it as well. twist your wrist to see the time if you have that turned on. It's a nice watch. Again, it's coming to us from our newest partner, Lokmat, and Lokmat Time AliExpress store. Thanks for watching, you guys and gals. I will see you again soon.